How to get to the to-be design, also called SAP Business Blueprint. In this video, you will learn the steps you as the project manager need to ensure is executed for completing a successful SAP Business Blueprint design. The video is divided into the following topics: from the as-is to the to-be business blueprint process. What is the business blueprint and what is it not? So let's have a look at the process first, from the as-is to the to-be business blueprint. We have the as-is, and the as-is is the current situation. This is what you have today, as the word says, as is, as it is now. The other side of the triangle is the to-be. So this is the stage or the state we want to get to, from as-is to to-be. It's very simple logic. And in between we have a gap analysis. So basically what this schematic try to illustrate is that we have two sides of a triangle, and in the middle we have the process, the gap analysis process. Now all of this triangle, or all of these tasks, are what we call or refer to as the business blueprint design process. What you need to do is, in this process, is you first look at the as-is and you document this. You perform what is called an as-is analysis document. Basically, this is a document that describes your current situation. One small note here is that this is not always a formal deliverable. So you might just go through the process, but it will never be more than a working document. This is not required. Remember, the end goal is the to-be. And the to-be is the business blueprint design document. This is the end goal. And to get there through the business blueprint design process, you go through the gap analysis. So you look at the project scope. What is it I want to achieve? And what is it I have to start with? Again, if you remember some lessons back, the approach for an SAP project is that you want to start out, or you want to adopt the standard SAP process. So everything you'll benchmark against the standard SAP process, as well as the requirement you have gathered. So you have the as-is, you have the to-be requirements. You perform the gap analysis, and the outcome of that is then the to-be design. This is what you need to bridge. You need to bridge and fulfill this gap in this box in order to get from the as-is to the to-be. So to-be is the requirement, as-is is today. The process itself and the approach is the business blueprint. And the output, which we started on listing here, is the as-is analysis document, which might or might not be an official deliverable or a project deliverable. The to-be business blueprint design document is a must. In addition, the output of the gap analysis is that you have a business process master list document. And this document you might already have in the beginning, in the pre-analysis you do before you start your project. You might even have this master business process list available. And then you will have a list of the RISE F objects, which is report, interfaces, conversions, enhancements, and forms. This is all related to development that is common on an SAP project, which you need to add to the standard out-of-the-box SAP process. So SAP, just to explain this a little bit, SAP of course do not comes with customized forms to every industry or customized interfaces, because SAP will be impossible to cover all possible interfaces to fulfill the requirements that you have. Likewise for reports and forms, they are individually. SAP preach to everyone, do use the standard ones, and as the product mature and is implemented in more and more projects, SAP will expand the capability of the standard process. So in many cases, the standard process will cover a lot of what you want to do, and you will only need to develop what is very specific to your business, to your industry, or to the systems that need to interface with SAP. Conversions, again, it depends on what tools you have in order to, if you need to develop this. So we'll get into more details in the next course where we are looking at the realization phase where we are building. But for now, just note that you need the output of the business blueprint design process is also the list of the ABAP developments or the RISE F objects. One thing that is very important at the end of the business blueprint design process is that you need to get this design validated, and you do that in a business blueprint design confirmation workshop. We'll get into more detail about this in the next lesson. So let's look at what the business blueprint is and what it is not. What is the business blueprint design document and what is it not? It's a document, it documents the conceptual to be design. It documents the result of the gap analysis, the difference between the as-is situation and the to-be design mapped to the standard SAP process. It documents the ABAP development scope, is referred to as RISE F. It is the input for scoping and planning the next phase, which in this SAP context is the realization phase, where you are building the solution. What is the business blueprint not? The business blueprint is not a detailed design document, meaning it's not a functional or a technical specification. It is not a description of the work process on a user level. For that, you could have the end user training material or end user work procedures. But the business blueprint document, design document, must be detailed enough to allow for scoping, estimation, and planning of the realization phase with a significant degree of accuracy. You need to know what to build on a conceptual level, but still on a level where you can go in and you can build your team, make sure you have the right skills, you can scope what build you need to do, you can estimate how much time you will need for it, and you can make plan for the realization phase to a reasonable or significant degree of accuracy. With that short video lesson, let's do a summary. You should now have an understanding of the steps you need to ensure in completing the SAP business blueprint design document, what it is and what it is not.